Page 63, Aloha Oe. Very famous melody from Hawaii. Look it over. 4 lines long, 4/4 time, treble and bass clef, quarter notes, half notes, dotted half notes. We get all that. I'm going to kind of take it both hands together because for the most part it's only one hand or the other playing. It has a pickup beat, so we're coming in on beat 4. Well, that's the first 3 beats, so you see it are at the bottom, the dotted half note. So it's 4, and it's third finger on that. And the right hand is here, so we're here. It's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have an A, and the right hand you have a C and an F together. So it's 1, 2, 3. And now we have a G, a C, and an E together. 2, 3. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, last line. Measure 13, you're here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and during the rest, you come down. They finally didn't tell you to prepare anything. Isn't that sweet? You just know you got to come down because you need thumb on the G. Now hold the C down, like so. So once you work out the notes and the rhythms okay, then we add in the slurs, because this is a fairly connected piece. I can't connect that because I need to play the C again, and I can't connect repeated notes. Do the best you can, then lift up. Lift up. Lift up. It's like taking a breath, you get it. So put in the slurs and then the dynamics, whatever you think MF is, mezzo forte, sort of loud, moderately loud. And that is the melody. So if you can, when these are together, it's that note we want to hear. If you can't bring out one note, then just play the right hand louder than the left. Do the best you can. Don't see any other dynamic until the very end when there's a P for the left hand. Well, if you bring out the melody, you're going to play it soft anyway. Because all the time I'm playing this, I want to hear this. That's the melody. Okay. You don't really have to play the whole thing at medium loud. Get to know it and get into it and start feeling it. If you want to get a little louder and softer, go for it if you feel it. Speed-wise, again, if you're going to sing it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You think 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not middle. That's not moderately. Well, again, we're not talking about the speed of the beat. We're talking about the feel or the flow of the piece. And when you have all these half notes mixed in here, that's going to kind of speed it up a little bit. We bomb, bomb, bomb. Bom, bom. So it's going to flow a little bit, and that's what we're after. That's sort of a moderate flow. Now I'll say about the pedal. Well, they say it's optional pedal. Now normally when they say optional pedal, my instinct is to, well, leave it out. You don't need it. If it's optional, you don't need it. Because you're going to pedal for specific reasons, and optional isn't one of them. However, I want to teach you a technique that can help us, that we have to use sometimes. So I am going to talk about the pedal. We will include the pedal here. And that is one of the reasons we use pedal is to help us connect repeated notes that we can't connect without. The only way to connect a repeated note on a piano is with the pedal. Actually, there is a way to do it on a well-regulated piano, but it's unreliable. I don't teach the method. But we use the pedal. Here at the beginning, I told you before, we can't connect the C and the F in the right hand because we need to play the C again, so we can't connect it. I'd really like to connect the melody. We'd really like to connect that. Now, one way to do it, since it's an arrangement, you rearrange it, is you tie the C. Don't play it again, just hold it down. That way you get both notes and you can connect the melody. Just like that. However, with the pedal, we're going to use it for that reason. So I'm going to push the pedal down right after I play the C. to hold the pedal down to the end of that phrase, and then I'm going to lift the pedal with the hands so I can hear the silence. They say keep the pedal down all the way to the G. Well, if I do that, it's this way. And I lose the phrase. I want to hear that like that, you know. I want to hear that silence in there. So I'm going to lift the pedal up with the hand so I hear the silence. That's how I'm pedaling each of these. And the only reason I'm pedaling them is to help me connect the repeated note. Now, since I'm using the pedal throughout, because the pedal will add the overtones, it'll change the tone slightly. Since I'm doing that already, I can go ahead and use it at the end. Otherwise, I wouldn't use it at the end. So the last couple measures, push it down right after you play the C, and hold it down through the whole thing, and lift the pedal and the hands together. But as I said, if I hadn't been using the pedal up above, I'm not going to use it there. But I can do it now. And that's my impression of this, what I'm recommending you do. Let's play this together slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics. There really isn't any anyway. But I will pedal it like I suggested though, so you see that. So I'll give us 3 counts because we come in on beat 4. Now this is just to check notes and rhythms here. We're not performing it. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Off. And there's a duet for this at the bottom of the page. I'd like to play that, and you play what you just played at about the same speed. We might play a little faster. I'll give us 3 counts, and I'll play your pickup note with you because the duet doesn't have anything. Actually, I'm going to play the first couple of notes with you. 1, ready, go.